So, development charges can be a very complicated and sensitive topic. So let me start by telling you how development charges are defined. Development charges are a fee charged by the municipality for the recovery of growth costs. Growth costs are recovered to build new infrastructure supporting growth, to pay down existing debt for past growth works, and to avoid taxpayers paying for costs that serve growth. Development charges do not pay for operating costs or infrastructure renewal. That's paid for by new taxes from new homes and businesses, also known as assessment growth. Development charges must be paid when a building permit is issued for most new buildings. Development charges would be charged for new buildings, expanded buildings, and converted buildings, and are split into different groups and classifications. Let's look at a hypothetical example of a subdivision development and development charges in action. We will get to know how development charges are calculated in a moment. In order for this area to undergo development, it will need a stormwater management facility, major water mains, sanitary sewers and sewer pipes, also known as trunks. With these major services now available, the developer of the land can undertake the planning needed to lay out street patterns and other servicing needs. These other services required are paid for by the developer and not development charges. Building of new homes or commercial enterprises can begin. Over several years, the subdivision is populated, built out, and may require a district park and community center. These items would be partially funded by development charges. It's now time to look at how development charge rates are calculated, which can be the most complicated item. But first, it's important to know that all municipalities in Ontario must follow the Development Charges Act, which outlines rules municipalities must follow for setting a development charge rate. The main focus of development charge calculation is recovering the appropriate amount of money from individuals who are sparking city growth. In simple terms, the rate is calculated as follows. The total dollar value of major growth projects, which is made up of the number of major growth projects, timing of projects, and post-period benefit, as well as other factors. This is then divided by the projected growth to be sparked by projects, which is made up of the amount of forecasted units in space and splits by development type. Okay, let's recap what we have learned. 1. Development charges are fees collected by a municipality for the recovery of growth costs. 2. Development charges are governed by the Province of Ontario under the Development Charges Act. 3. Development charges only pay for the initial capital cost of major growth-related services that have been identified as part of the rate-setting process. 4. Development charges are paid by individuals or entities looking to construct new buildings, expand buildings, or convert buildings for a different use. 5. Development charge rate calculations are based on the formula of total dollar value of major growth projects divided by the projected growth to be sparked by those projects. And that explains how your city uses development charges to pay for growth.